Welcome to Cameroon, the land of football, the land of good governance, and a member of the Commonwealth of Nations.
Code Blue, Room 305.
Cameroon is organizing the 18th Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of the Commonwealth, CSPOC, Africa region, holding in the capital city of Cameroon, Yaounde, and it's going to run from the 13th to the 22nd of July 2023 at the Yaounde Conference Center. The Commonwealth of Nations, often simply referred to as the Commonwealth, is an international free association of sovereign states, the vast majority of which are former territories of the British Empire. The Commonwealth of Nations has a parliamentary wing. This is called the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, CPA, previously known as the Empire Parliamentary Association, and it is an organization which works to support good governance, democracy, and human rights.
Speaker.
Good afternoon, Honorable.
How are you? How are you?
Afternoon.
You're welcome. You're welcome to Cameroon.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I hope that you're going to enjoy our hospitality.
It's confirmed already.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. The honor and credit goes to the Speaker of the House.
The speakers and presiding officers of the Commonwealth African region began arriving the capital city of Cameroon, Yaounde, early Saturday morning on the 10th of July 2023. They were received by a delegation of Cameroonian members of parliament, headed by the Right Honorable Speaker, Kava Yege Jibril, Speaker of the Cameroon National Assembly.
Jibril, Speaker of Parliament for Cameroon. Mr. Speaker, notre visiteur, le président de chambre the Free State, on has Mozambique, Botswana, Zambia, Mozambique, and you are in Uganda, and that's Kenya. So,
thank you.
Reception is always carried out in the VIP section, Salon Afamba of the Yaounde International Airport.
Taraba is behind. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, you're welcome.
How are you?
Fine. This is the Speaker of Ghana and the spouse.
In a very warm and receptive atmosphere, the receiving delegation of members of parliament from Cameroon demonstrated typically what Cameroon is well known for: great hospitality.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Honorable Findi, Member of Parliament, Cameroon.
Honorable Sharon,
Member of Parliament, Cameroon.
And that's the Speaker for Western Cape.
Oh, Mr. Speaker, you're welcome. Thank you. Let's go. Passport so that we can take dispositions for if somebody who's going to come up. The security officers are going to come up to ensure it's taken.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
That's what it is. Yeah, okay. Thanks. We are going to beat you for football, eh? Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
The conference opens on Tuesday and it brings together delegates of some 21 Commonwealth countries in Africa.
Today we are at the Yaounde Conference Center and we are actually at the 18th Commonwealth Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers. It's taking place in Africa. This is that of African region. So stay tuned to the Jiminaj production. Let me take you around the corridor. So welcome to Cameroon. So right now, people, let's leave the highlights, let's leave the moment of this conference.
The official opening ceremony of CSPOC 2023 was held on Tuesday, 18th July 2023 at the Yaounde Conference Center at 11 a.m. under the theme African Parliament and Agenda 2063. The Right Honourable Speakers and Deputy Speakers of the 21 member countries of the Commonwealth African region were present during the opening. They were led by the Right Honourable Kavai Yege Jibril, President of the National Assembly of Cameroon, who doubles as the chairperson of CSPOC 2023. After the national anthem was performed by the students of the University of Boya, the ceremony proceeded as follows. Introduction of the speakers of the different national assemblies present for the meeting. Welcome address by the City Mayor of Yaounde, Luc Messi Atangana. The speech of the Right Honourable Speaker of the National Assembly of Cameroon, delivered by Honourable Mary Muyali Epuzemboka, Chairperson of the Organizing Committee of CSPOC 2023. The event was chaired by the Prime Minister, Head of Government, Chief Dr. Joseph John Gute, personal representative of the Head of State of Cameroon, His Excellency President Paul Biya. Speech delivered by Senator Tabe Tando on behalf of the President of the Senate. Motion of thanks presented by the Right Honourable Sekelemani Fadi, Speaker of Botswana National Assembly. Presentation of 8-minute documentary of Cameroon's rich political, economic, diplomatic and touristic potential. This was followed by the keynote address of the Prime Minister, Head of Government. The opening ceremony ended with a family photograph. Work started at the Yaounde Conference Center today, Wednesday, 19 July 2023 at exactly 10 a.m. with the first plenary session on the topic, Devastating Impacts of Climate Change, a call for more parliamentary interventions. The mover at the plenary was Honorable Mary Muyali Epuze Mubuka from Cameroon.
As some or by saying that we need a lot of synergy, we need to work together. When we come together as Commonwealth countries, and then especially this high-profile meeting of speakers, I think we can be able to work out a kind of synergic plan, a continental response, as the speaker puts it, that will work. And that we can push our action and our agenda to benefit. There is money in climate change, there is fund, but I doubt if Africa is really benefiting from that fund.
She was assisted by Honorable Dr. Tulia Ackson, Speaker of the National Assembly of Tanzania.
Inform you that Nigeria has submitted their contribution in writing because they're not here this morning. So the speaker was to talk about the fact that in Nigeria they have a Climate Change Act of 2021, which is talking about mitigation measures.
Honorable Chizangano Malungo, Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Zambia, was the chairperson of the session.
The only issues that I want to emphasize on is the sound budget allocation. We've heard from the Speaker for Malawi. Usually monies are allocated here and there, but the way the monies are spent, they are not spent for the intended purposes. So let's make sure as Parliament that whatever is being allocated for climate change, let's keep an eye on that, so that we are really sure that the money is used for the intended purposes. And also lastly, the creation of awareness. We are busy talking about climate change at that higher level, but we have to do a lot of work, especially down here where the problems are being created. We've seen that there's a lot of cutting down of trees in our constituencies at ward levels. Meanwhile, we are talking about planting of trees. You find that it doesn't add up. People are busy cutting a lot of trees, and then we are also saying let's plant a lot of trees. So I think we should marry the two, so that the people, those people that are engaged in cutting down of trees, they should also understand. Though of course it's not their interest sometimes to cut down of trees, it's due to the economic situation in the countries. You find
The proceedings of the day continued at 2 p.m. with the second plenary. The topic of the session focused on the role of African Parliament in the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade (AfCFTA). The plenary session was chaired by the Right Honorable Jatta Fabakary Tombon, Speaker of the National Assembly of Gambia, assisted by the Right Honorable Gladys Boss, Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Kenya, Honorable Gutani Mara, Speaker of the National Assembly of Kenya. The deliberations of the day ended at 4 p.m. Addressing the challenge of food security in Africa by promoting investments in agriculture. The mover of this plenary session was the Right Honorable Kingsford Bakbing Alban Sumana, Speaker of Ghana. He was assisted by Senator Lindiwe Dlamini, President of the Synod of Eswatini. Honorable Taibwa Thomas, Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Uganda, was the chairperson of the session. Work was suspended at 2 p.m. and it resumed at exactly 3:30 p.m. after which the resolutions of CSPOC 2023 were adopted. The resolutions were read by the Right Honorable Bakbin Alban Sumana, Speaker of the National Assembly of Ghana. The proceedings of the hectic day of work for the delegations ended at 5 p.m. after the closing speech of Honorable Muyali Meboka. She delivered the speech on behalf of the Right Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly of Cameroon, Kavai Yege Jibril, Chairperson of CSPOC 2023.
It is very much important because it does promote a much needed networking of African countries to bring solution to their own challenges. So we need an African solution to African challenges.
It's not anything that we've got to look at heaven and expect it to fall into our hands. We've got to work for it. We've got to ensure that we, as the representatives of the people, trust is not only built on us, it must be found working. Whatever we do must be for the people.
Well, it's quite clear that the devastating impact of climate change is felt throughout Africa. I think what is also concerning for us that we contribute by far a very small proportion of carbon emissions, but the impact on Africa is devastating.
For sure, we need mobilization of resources. That's why in Rwanda we thought about the Green Fund, which is needed, and that Green Fund is going to fund different programs.
The delegates of the 18th Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of the Commonwealth visited the Guada touristic site in Nyom, Yaounde, Central Region of Cameroon, today the 21st July 2023 at exactly 11 a.m. They were received upon their arrival at the site by a large delegation of parliamentarians led by Honorable Muyali Meboka and Honorable Datio Theodore, Chairperson and Vice Chairperson of the Organizing Committee of CSPOC 2023. Also present were the local elites of the area led by the Mayor of Yaounde 1. The ceremony unfolded in the following stages: a word of welcome from the Mayor of the Yaounde 1 Council, Mr. Jean-Marie Abuna, a word from the manager of the mining site, and a guided tour of the area.
介绍一下高达矿业是一家致力于建材产品的开发、生产、销售、国际贸易为一体化的民营企业。
Je vous présente la société Gauda. Gauda Mining est une entreprise privée dédiée au développement, à la production, à la vente et à la commercialisation internationale des produits en granit.
Let me talk to you about Gauda Mining. This is a company that is dedicated for development, for production, for the sale and for international trade of raw materials with regard to granite.
The area they visited is a mining site where very expensive and durable marbles are being produced in Cameroon. This was followed by a lunch offered to the delegates who once again enjoyed the rich Cameroonian cuisine. After this phase, the delegates returned to their various hotels. They will be offered a farewell dinner late this evening.